Much of the coverage seemed to show one side of the story, an uprising to protest the opening of the U.S. Embassy in Jerusalem. But MEMRI, the Middle East Media Research Institute, released a compilation of videos that give a much different perspective. For example, this Hamas official admitted on Palestinian television that 50 of the 62 people killed were Hamas members. Mahmoud Zahar, a senior Hamas official, said this on the Al Jazeera network.
This is a clear terminological deception. So when we talk about peaceful resistance, we're deceiving the public. This is a peaceful resistance bolstered by military force and by security agencies.
The videos show tire burning and wire cutting units saying their highest aspiration is to die for the sake of Allah, or to take down the border fence with the fingernails of their children. Israeli Ambassador Danny Danon called this a Palestinian cycle of death.
First, they incite people to violence. Then they place as many civilians as possible, including women and children, in the line of fire to maximize civilian casualties. Then they blame Israel, and then they come here to complain to the UN.
Even this Palestinian Authority official blamed the PA's rival, Hamas.
Seriously? Sending children to be killed or lose a limb while your leaders are having a good time?
More demonstrations are planned, and tragically, more Palestinian children may die or lose limbs and be crippled for life. After Hamas fired dozens of rockets into southern Israel, we went down to the Israeli town of Sderot, next to the Gaza Strip. Over the years, more than 10,000 rockets have been fired near or inside the town. Because of this danger, it's been called the bomb shelter capital of the world. Every home has a bomb shelter, and bus stops and playgrounds have them too. Given this kind of life, you might think the residents would have fled by now, but you'd be wrong. We talked with one resident who explained why Sderot has not only survived, but thrived.
It's even more incredible of a miracle that we're still alive and we're still here. And Sderot is a booming and thriving city. The rockets haven't scared anybody. In fact, the population is doubling. Everywhere you see cranes, you see construction, people from all over Israel are moving. You know, we're resilient. That's the word in this town, the theme, resilience. Resilience even in the light of 13,000 rockets from 2005 till today have been sent in the direction of this town, 13,000 rockets. And yet, do you see people screaming, running, packing up their moving trucks and moving out? They said no. In fact, you look in every direction. If you go to a high point and a viewpoint, you'll see cranes in every corner, apartments going up, new shopping malls, new businesses moving here. They say, we want to answer to Hamas. We want to show them we're not afraid. We're not leaving. You can march for return every day you want at the border, but we're here. We returned after 2,000 years of exile. God returned the Jewish people to this land. We're in the sovereign state of Israel. We're not occupying anybody. We're the Jewish people coming back to the biblical homeland, the land of Israel, and the modern miracle of the state of Israel.